What's up, Tiger Gang? We're back again. This is JT from the Poko Moonshine family. Round two tonight, chatting with carnivores. We got Alia. How you doing?
I'm good.
You guys, she's such a good trooper. She was even here about a week early, guys. You guys have no clue.
What is that? I was here last Thursday, like, where's JT?
Yeah, and you sent me this photo of you sitting in the studio by yourself. I was like, no, that's so lonely in there. It's not yet.
I think I was still tired from the 24-hour live stream. I was all discombobulated on my
You know,
dates.
I actually tried to do another live stream with Carnivore Backwoods, John. He had me
Yeah,
scheduled. And
yeah.
I tried to do another live stream after the 26 and a half hours.
Oh no!
And
Wow.
he pushed it back an hour, and I was sitting there with my laptop, and I fell asleep, and my neck hurt. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it, John. So I fell asleep about, I'd say, 15 minutes before it started. I almost made it, Alia. I was
Oh
so close.
man,
But
so
I
close.
was like, let's go legend status. We're doing another one. But
I would
where are you
know.
from, Alia, and where are you at now? Because I know there's a difference.
There's a big difference. So I'm from Chicago, and
Right on.
I love Chicago, beautiful city. I want
Lots of
to say
deep
that
dish
I didn't.
pizza.
Oh man, and the hot dogs. Oh, I love hot dogs. Love Chicago style hot dogs. But oh, did you hear that? I just said hot dogs.
Did you?
Sometimes the Chicago like breaks through. Give me a beer, and some hot dogs.
You can take her out of Chicago, but you can't take the Chicago dog out of her, you guys. Yeah.
And then I moved to New York kind of young, and then I went to San Francisco, Los Angeles. I liked traveling. I liked moving to different places, and then I came to Colombia, and I met my husband, and then I dragged him back to the States when I was. Um, Long story there, but I came back pregnant, and he was going to come with me, but visas and whatnot. But I did bring him to the States, and then we finally ended up back here in Colombia,
He
and I love
dragged
it
you back.
here. What's that?
He dragged
Yeah.
you back.
No, no, it was more like I kept talking about, I really miss Colombia. Why don't we go back? And life was a little stressful in Chicago at that moment because I had ended up back in Chicago, and yeah, I wanted to come back to Colombia. It's more
What's your
chill here.
What's your favorite part about Colombia?
The people probably the people. They're so nice. The culture is so different here. Everybody talks to each other. Everybody, I know a bunch of neighbors. I mean, okay, your neighbors in the US, but it's just so different. Everybody loves talking to people. And the section of the country that I live in is known for being like the nicest people of all. And apparently, half an hour north is like the nicest of nice people. We don't live there, though. We don't like the weather, it's higher up the mountain.
Too cold?
Too cold. Too cold.
That's probably half the reason you left Chicago. You don't like that cold
Oh,
weather.
man. Oh, man. I hate the cold.
Yeah, I don't.
Uh,
I'm in Wisconsin, but the cold is not a fan of mine.
yeah,
What's up,
it's
Mike?
crazy there. It's
They
crazy.
said hot dog. I'm early. We got a lot of jokes in here tonight.
Oh,
Now,
nice.
let's see here. Get out my Alia sheet here. Where's my
You are
Alia?
prepared. I'm never prepared when I do a live stream. I just kind of wing it.
You're winging it.
No, like if I'm hosting, just so everybody knows. If you ever come, I just wing it. I just start talking. Ask what your deal is.
Yeah, I have yet to wing one yet.
That's great. It's good to
So
be prepared.
I like to watch people's videos the day of because
Yeah.
it's only so much time in a day, and then I get all these ideas and questions and things I want to talk about from that, which I have
Smart.
um with you. What were your battles with food like growing up, Alia?
So as the story goes, when I was 2 years old, I was 50 pounds, and I loved potato chips. That's a big 2-year-old.
That
That's a
is a
big
big
two.
2-year-old. Wow.
Yeah, that's what my dad tells me. The doctor, he took me to a pediatrician, and he had to fix something. So then there
That's
is an
bigger than these
interesting.
aliens that Mexico just put out. They're tiny little guys. You could have bullied one of these guys.
I could have. I could have. Oh boy. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's distraction, but we'll get back to that later. So let's say when I was 4, my dad had to go away for work. He was doing construction. and he was gone for like 8 weeks. And also, as the story goes, because I don't totally remember all of this, as the story goes, my sitter that was helping my mom take care of us told me my dad was never coming home. He'd left the family and he was never coming back. What, right? What a beautiful person. What a beautiful human being. So apparently I stopped eating and I would only drink milk. So I had gotten very skinny, like whatever a 4-year-old depression. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, who should tell their daughter that their father, who she loves more than anything in the world, is never coming home? So so my dad, when he came back, I think I kind of remember seeing him at the door, but apparently I said I hated him or something like that.
You were mad at him.
I was very angry. Like, what are you doing here? So he confronted her, and we repaired our relationship. But then I see photos a little bit after that, and I was chubby again.
Oh, you must have felt comfortable with that around, and then you just let go a little.
And my dad had to go. He had to go make this money. He had 4 kids. It was like the late 80s. He was making like on this project like $800 a week, which I think was very good in the 80s. But it was me, my sister, and the twins, and we were all under the age of like 4 or 5 at the time. And my mom was trying to work and trying to raise us with this obviously psychotic woman trying to destroy the family, right? So thank you, Ellie. Yeah, don't worry. I believe in therapy, and I've had therapy. So
what did I miss?
Oh, at the end, Ellie says, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got a let's go. Yay! Let's go. Let's see, Ellie, where are we at here?
She's at the end. She's at the last comment in the chat. Thank you so much. Aw. No, but then I remember seeing photos of me being a bit chubbier with a little bit of a big belly, but not obese. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's move forward slightly. I love Doritos, 25 cents a bag, hot dogs, French fries, pizza. But I really remember loving hot dogs and French fries. And I remember
French fries were my favorites.
Yes. Oh man, French fries and ketchup. Those were my vegetables. Vegetables of choice. And I think, like, looking back, I had like an addiction to food, especially French fries, because I remember my dad, at one point, maybe I was like 10 or 11 or something, and I asked every day, not every day, but often I would ask him for $1 because it was $1 to go across the street to this restaurant and buy French fries. And one day he's like, I'm not going to give you $1 to eat French fries. And I'm like, I'll buy a tea. I'll buy an iced tea instead. It's like totally lying. This is what addicts do. They lie.
And then go buy the French fries.
And then go buy the French fries.
You were bad.
I did do that. I believe I did do that. And the lady at the restaurant, it was also like, hey, Alia, you should not eat so many French fries. Do you want like a bowl of chili? Do you want something else? Because you shouldn't be, like, other people in my life were trying to not be bad about it, but like maybe I shouldn't be eating how I was eating. So I think at 10 years old, I was like 100 pounds, and I was like, I don't know, 4 foot nothing, like a short, chubby little 10-year-old. But even with that being the case, it wasn't like you're 10, you're happy, you're fat and happy. You're like I was a cheerful little kid. Mm-hmm. And despite that thing that happened when I was young with that babysitter, I had a very good childhood. And I hate to hear horror stories when people have terrible childhoods. We didn't have a lot of money growing up. My parents worked very hard, and they loved us dearly. But we didn't have a lot of money. Aldi's, Top Ramen, bologna sandwiches, and that my parents did the best they could, and they thought they were feeding us the best that they could. Also with the education that they had on nutrition. So having
I used to make ketchup sandwiches once when I was a kid. When no one was around, I would make just bread and ketchup.
Ew.
I know. I love carnivore. I'm so glad I'm past all that.
Me too. I remember always liking hamburgers and I did steak and meat, and I've never had an aversion to those things. So except we'll move into my 30s in a second. Or in 15 minutes, we'll get into the Alia turns 30 section of the
from 4 to 30.
4 to 30. So, but let's move. So 10, 11, 12, still kind of chubby, but then I sprouted in 12, 13. I sprouted. So that baby fat went away, and I was either skinny or chubby, like a normal sized kid, probably maybe a little bit chubby in the 90s, but nothing like you see kids today. Not very like today they could be totally obese. So I was either chubby or normal sized. But what started destroying my life was my menstrual cycle, and it became torturous. Now, not all the time, but I remember 13, it being a very bad experience. And I had no idea that it had anything to do with how I was eating. I wish I knew it had something to do with. I wish I understood that was related to how I was eating. So I like to talk about this specifically because I think what I went through, many girls are going through now and they have no clue. And I don't know how many 13-year-olds are going to watch this, but if I keep talking about it, somebody will give the information to some girls. Stay away from the refined carbohydrates, stay away from the sugar, stay away from McDonald's. It's going to make your life miserable. Not because then I wasn't fat, but the torture, I would have rather have been overweight, even though, by the way, I thought I was fat. You get what I'm saying? I thought I was, because this is like something that gets impounded into teenage girls' minds through teen Vogue
body image and
boys
and
yeah, and you see all these very like anorexic looking Kate Moss, in the 90s. and
Paris
you don't look
Hilton.
like
I don't think she's ever gained more than 2 pounds in a week.
Paris Hilton. I'm like a little bit older than that era. I think like I wasn't paying attention to Paris Hilton when I was like in my 20s. So that would it got worse and worse, my menstrual cycle into my 20s, but I was either chubby or like normal sized, and I wouldn't really yo-yo diet. If I would lose weight, I would do carnivore, actually, unwittingly, Atkins or carnivore, something super low carb. And it was as if I had forgotten about that later in life, knowing that was always like my trick to like lose weight really fast. But I would always like afterwards revert back to the potato chips, the French fries, the yummy foods that were actually destroying my life in a different way.
The soul food.
The soul food,
yeah. That speaks to our soul.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to say also, I don't think I was really ever a binge eater, but food would make me feel comfortable if something was upsetting. That or cigarettes. So let's talk about cigarettes for a second. I think during my 20s, one of the reasons body dysmorphia, so many people have that.
What is body dysmorphia?
It's like you have the wrong image of yourself. No, it's like you have in your mind, you have a different image of what you actually look like. And
okay. I do that all the time. I think I look like more sexy than I actually do. So I think I have a little bit of that dysmorphia.
Soul food, not duck food.
Yeah, Rick, come on, man. Don't get on me like that, Rick.
So let's see. So when I was a day before my 18th birthday, I smoked my first cigarette, like to be rebellious. And then I just became a dedicated smoker. So I would smoke. Smoking was more important, cigarettes, than eating food. But I would eat. I always ate. Don't think I ever had like any. I love food. I've never had any like negative. How to explain that? Like not eating was not a thing. Eating was always a thing. But if I was on a lunch break, I would eat for 5 minutes, feel full, and then go smoke.
Now, when you smoke cigarettes, did it make you feel depressed? Because I tried cigarettes twice. I literally tried 2 different cigarettes. That's it. And each time I smoked them, it literally gave me all these depressing thoughts. And that's how I got hooked on pot, because whenever I smoked marijuana, I felt like I was like Chris Farley. Like I couldn't sit still. There wasn't a joke I couldn't make. Like I was just like, man, like bring on the jokes and the pizza. So like that's why I kind of got stuck on pot. Like it didn't give me any depressing thoughts. What about you? Did cigarettes?
No, I love cigarettes. No, not at all. No, if I was feeling bad, I would go smoke a cigarette and it would relieve my stress, which it totally doesn't do.
At the time you felt like it did though, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think it actually did, but it's a mind thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Oh no, I love smoking. I loved it and hated it. Another addiction. Like you want it and you will smoke a cigarette. Like I said before, I've never smoked pot, so I don't have that. I don't know. Funny story. So I think this was like
you would have been 2 weeks early to the live stream if you
It's Dewey. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Rick is right. Cigarettes are so nasty. It's true.
Yeah, they are.
So my
It's for
parents were
ducks.
heavy smokers as a kid, and my grandfather, who I love dearly, one of my favorite people in the world, was a heavy smoker, and they smoked Camels and Marlboros. So just that smell was like I love that smell because it reminded me of happy
Grandpa,
times. Grandpa, yeah. Oh man, his house smelled like Folgers and Camels, and I
I
loved it.
smell lavender now, and my grandma passed away in 2015. But
Mm,
every time I smell lavender lotion, it just makes me think of her because she always had lavender lotion. So I get you. Smells
yeah,
bring back so many memories, good
ex-
ones.
good ones. Yeah, exactly. So let's see. Maybe I was like 22. This is just a funny story to interject because you were talking about marijuana, and that you could still smoke in restaurants. So my grandpa was smoking. I don't remember if he was still smoking or if his doctor got him to quit, but I was smoking. I was smoking a Camel, and my mom was there, my dad was there, and he's like, "Hey, Ollie, okay." My name in my family and in Chicago is Ollie. I left and I just, people were like, "What's your name?" "Oh, it's Ollie." Yeah. So that kind of disappeared. Okay. So my grandpa's like, "Ollie, have you ever smoked a marijuana cigarette?" And I'm like, "No, Gramps,
It's marijuana
never."
cigarette.
Marijuana cigarette. And I'm like, "No, Gramps, not at all." He's like, "Because your mom once gave me a marijuana cigarette and it was terrible." I'm like, "Mom."
Say, oh, mom, really? And what else did mom get you?
Yeah, exactly. Also, side note, very funny. My grandpa, his house was like 4 or 5 blocks away from the Home Alone house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he took me to see Home Alone when it first came out in the movie theater, and then he proceeded to show me where the house was. Anyways, yeah, lots of good
Every
memories with
Christmas I
Gramps.
watch Home Alone. Like
Oh,
it's just it's not Christmas unless I watch Home Alone and it or Die Hard. I both of them got to be
okay.
played, and then it's not Halloween unless I see at least a Jason or a Michael movie. Maybe Chucky. Maybe I'll throw Chucky in there.
I don't like any of those, but I do like Die Hard and Home Alone. But anyways, where were we? Where were we? 20s.
We were
Smoking,
smoking
smoking.
cigarettes.
Smoking cigarettes. So I think that's what kept my weight off in my 20s. I mean, I did get a little heavy at one point, eating out too much, but always the trick was like low carb. When I was 27, I think it was like 100 and maybe I was 26, 26, 27. Maybe I got up to like 150 pounds and I was feeling a little chubby. And my skinny friend, we were at the
Skinny friend.
Texas. Yeah, my skinny. She was always tiny, but back to like what you think about how fat you are, right? Um, we were at the Texas State Fair, and someone was like showing us this thing called the HCG diet. So we bought these drops. She bought them. Maybe we went in on them. I don't know. Anyways, we did this diet for like a month. We lost a ton of weight. Like I lost like 21 pounds or more in 20 days. And I was like, wow, I'm so skinny. And my partner at the time was like, your boobs are gone, basically.
Oh, that was a deal breaker, huh?
No,
Oh man, fellas, come on, we're better than that, fellas. Come on, dude.
it was just more like a comment. And no, no, what he said, does your bra fit anymore? That's what he said.
Oh, throwing shade.
I'm like, I'm so happy, I'm so skinny. So, anyways, so that totally destroys your system. Your it's super low calorie. It's like super dry chicken, one or two strawberries, some ridiculous thing with these drops. So what HCG is the hormone that's when you pee on the stick when you're pregnant, that's the hormone that the pregnancy test
Picks up.
registers.
Okay.
So you shouldn't be ingesting this stuff when you're not you shouldn't ever be ingesting it, right?
Holy
You're literally
moly.
screwing with your hormones. So without right after that, I got the fattest I had ever been at that point, which is about where I'm at right within a couple pounds of my size right now. um, so moving forward, a friend of mine's like, hey, why don't you try this diet? Why don't you try this eating plan? And she gave me like a couple pages of some doctor from somewhere, and it said to take like vitamins and lots of vitamin D and basically almost carnivore. And you can eat as many vegetables as you wanted. And I wasn't ever at that point big into vegetables. So again, I lost a lot of weight because I had done almost carnivore, like almost low carb. I think I was having like a little piece of toast in the morning with my eggs and maybe a few little vegetables, but lots of meat. Um,
It's
and
the
I
Joe
lost a
Rogan
lot of
diet.
weight. What's that?
It's the Joe Rogan diet.
The Joe Rogan diet.
He says
Yeah.
he's on carnivore, but he says he eats big sandwiches, he drinks tequila, has vegetables and fruit, but otherwise he's doing carnivore.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's
That makes
hilarious.
sense, you guys.
It totally absolutely makes sense.
Right.
So I got down to a nice weight and I was happy and I was feeling good and I was feeling healthy and I was still smoking and, I still had bad habits. But I was very happy and I, again, gotten like really thin, like 130 pounds. I'm 5'2". I've always, the way my body is shaped, which you can't really see right now, is that I have very big hips. So everything is skinny with like big hips, big butt.
Shakira says the hips don't lie.
The hips don't lie. Shakira's Colombian, by the way. So, and then, I stopped doing that. I was happy with what I got down to. At this point in my life, there was nothing like medically wrong that I was struggling with. And I think that's the problem, is that when you do a diet and it's not to like heal your body or like totally change, you got to get yourself out of the dieting mindset. So I don't really think I yo-yo dieted. I would either eat healthy or not eat healthy.
You didn't have a real big reason why you wanted to get healthy otherwise than maybe just the body image, right?
Yeah, exactly. And like 130 pounds, I don't know if I will ever get there again, because your body totally changes after you have kids, but it's possible. So let's see. We're at 21 minutes, by the way, and I haven't gotten to the present yet.
You're killing it. We haven't even talked about aliens yet. You are just killing
Oh
it.
God. Oh gosh. Okay, so Carnivore Journeys here. Hello from Bentonville, Arkansas. Okay, so that's it.
When did you stop smoking? Because people are asking, do you smoke on carnivore? I don't smoke. I know Alia doesn't smoke pot.
I don't smoke anymore. So we'll get there. So let's say I went back to my 150-pound set point. That's usually where I ended up, like size 10, size 12, something like this. This is where usually I would lie in my 20s and 30s, except when I got to like 170, my friend put me on the diet where she had instructions for me. And then I got
the instruction diet.
I had the instruction diet, which was more or less keto carnivore, whatever. So then it was probably more keto without knowing that it was keto. But at that point, I hadn't totally like destroyed my thyroid yet. And I would still eat like, it was a coconut ice cream almost every day. And I still lost weight. It was like coconut ice cream with stevia. And I don't know what else it had in it. And I would have my green tea with my stevia. I'm less addicted to stevia now. I still have it sometimes, but I'm trying to exclude it. So, anyways, it's a lot less.
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. I still identify as carnivore.
How dare you?
I just lost my carnivore card. I do drink coffee. I live in the coffee country.
Yeah, okay. You do.
So let's see. In my 30s, I meet my husband. I meet Caesar. And it was like, we both wanted to start a family pretty fast, actually. And also I was in my 30s. So I was thinking, I need to start a family now. I can't wait much longer. And then I got pregnant. And then
careful what you wish for.
Yeah, right. I'll say a few things about this. We talked about my terrible menstrual cycles a little bit, but this was ongoing between my 20s and 30s. And it would be like every time of the month I would be dreading experiencing this. I didn't know till later that there is a condition called endometriosis, and that's probably what I had. And it is autoimmune and or genetic. And I can believe I have both aspects of that because my mom experienced that, and so did my grandmother.
Could you explain it for us fellas that are wet behind the ears?
Sure. Essentially, you have this thing called an endometrium, and it's a lining inside your uterus, and it grows outside of the uterus. And it is very and it puts itself in places it shouldn't really, like your butthole. I'm just joking, but it feels like that.
I'm learning all sorts of stuff here. Whoa.
Carnivorous dude, I should have her watch my videos about it, and let's get her on carnivore because that will help her a lot. It's a game changer, really. Anyways, it attaches itself to various things. I don't know how to explain how painful this is other than someone commented once on one of my videos that they'd rather have a kidney stone than endometriosis. And a girl I was watching on YouTube said she broke her shoulder and that was less painful than her monthly cycle when experiencing endometriosis. And I always say it's like you're getting stabbed repeatedly with a rusty knife in that whole region down there. And it's hours and it's painful. Some girls experience it for days. So this was going on. The reason I brought it up again at my pregnancy is because apparently one of the side effects of this is infertility. But I was dead set on getting pregnant, and I got pregnant in like a month. And I will blame that on the fact that I was addicted to cheeseburgers. And it was probably the burger patty itself that saved the day. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you listen to Dr. Kiltz and girls need to go on the carnivore diet, and that handles their fertility. Also, I want to say that during my cycle and during those times, oh, by the way, I would get terrible headaches. I don't know how to explain it, back pain, shoulder pain, all of these things related to my cycle starting a few days before, and it was terrible. And Russ is here, and he doesn't want to hear about my cycle. He hates hearing about it.
Hey,
Hey, Russ.
what's up, Russ? We grilling, baby.
We grilling, baby.
We really grilling tonight, man.
And so I just brought that up because I didn't experience that side effect of having that condition. I got pregnant within a month of trying to get pregnant, and both times I got pregnant. I wanted one boy, one girl in that sequence before 35, and it just happened. It was like clockwork. And sometimes we're talking, me and my husband, about having another baby, but it wasn't really in the plan. But if it happens, it happens. Do you get what I'm saying?
It sounds like it'll happen.
Yeah, probably. If I'm
a betting man, I'll bet on that third baby.
I mean, I'm 40 now. 7 months ago, I've been like, hell no. Sorry about my language. No way. Anyways, back to when I quit smoking. 17 years, heavy smoker. Or it depends on your viewpoint of what heavy smoker is, but a pack every couple days. Unless I was driving, then I would be smoking all the time in the car.
You little trucker, you. How did you stop smoking cigarettes? What helped you?
So easy. I saw a positive pregnancy test, and I don't remember if I smoked my last cigarette after that or if I didn't smoke after that. I was like, this baby is so important to me. There's no way I'm going to do anything to harm this child. Never smoked again. And so my recommendation is to get pregnant. Sorry, men.
Oh, man. Guys, start peeing on the stick and maybe it'll go positive. I don't think so, but just give it a try.
Maybe if you do the HCG diet. I don't smoke weed. I've never smoked pot in my entire life.
I smoked pot on the carnivore diet for the first 27 days, and then I just felt so good after eating my steak. I literally started getting high on the steak. So, no, I don't smoke pot anymore.
I don't know if that's high. I think you're supposed to feel good in life.
Yeah, I don't need the pot no more. I really don't. So if you guys are struggling with smoking marijuana, maybe up your ribeye intake. That's what I would suggest.
Yeah.
One hope for all. This is actually really live. Alia is live in the flesh. This is not a premiere. She was wondering if it's a premiere live or a live live.
Hello. Thank you for being here. I'm here.
She's really live. She's live in the flesh, and she's telling her story. She's doing great.
Oh, we haven't even finished my story yet.
Well, you started March 1st, right?
Yeah, I started March 1st. Yeah, but wait, we need to continue. So I quit smoking the day I found out I was pregnant. Don't know if I had a last cigarette or if there were no more cigarettes. Don't know if I gave my cigarettes away. Don't remember all that part. But I replaced this with food and gained 80 pounds or so in that pregnancy. So 150 to like 215. And then after I had the baby, I had like a rough labor, C-section, and apparently traumatic. And I was hospitalized for 2 weeks with an cellulitis. Or between going in the hospital and leaving the hospital, I was in the hospital for like 13
What's cellulitis? Because I thought that's what was hanging on my belly here.
No, that's cellulite. Cellulitis is like an infection, skin infection, and it was going from the C-section scar moving its way up. And I was on various antibiotics, and I was
you said it took like 5 years to heal that thing when you finally got on carnivore, right?
Yeah, the C-section itself, the scar itself took years to heal. It didn't.
I'd be watching.
Properly.
I watch.
Thank you. So I gained a ton of weight, and then somehow my thyroid months later was like toast. It was toast. So I just kept on the weight, and the weight crept up, I think, to 225 pounds, I think. I got a photo if you guys don't believe me. You want me to show my photo of me, Fatso Alia? Let's see.
Yeah, if you pop it in,
There it is. There
I'll
it is.
put
This
it on
is
the screen here.
Jacob is 11 months old here. He's now 7. There you go. Mike,
Alia, that does
Mike's
not
been
even look like you. That looks like a totally different person. If you told me that was you, I'd be like, no way. That's like a cousin maybe or something. But that's
no, but I showed this photo to Kip. He's like, you do look. I keep telling Kip he looks like my brother, but he's blonde. And my brother has brown hair. And then I showed this to Kip. He's like, you do look like you could be my sister.
that's amazing photo. Have you put that in any of your videos yet?
I think one, but I should put it in some more. So
Yeah.
this was my
You should get
heaviest.
that on the thumbnail, girl.
But I mean, it's so long ago. It's so long ago. But when I started carnivore this time around, so I think this is like 215, 225, something like this. I will find some other photos, but yeah, I look like a different person, right? Look, I've got like 3 chins almost.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of them in my days, honestly, more than I care to admit.
Oh man.
That's
So
amazing,
thanks for
Alia.
showing that. So after that though, I got pregnant. Maybe I was pregnant there with Brianna, like just at the beginning of the pregnancy, or very shortly after that, I was pregnant. This ain't pregnancy fat though. This is like stress, hot dogs, hamburgers, McDonald's. That's what this is. Wendy's.
The Wendy. Oh, you like the Wendy's? The Wendy's patties are actually still good. I get them once in a while, just the patties.
I
They're
don't have a
really good.
Wendy's here in Columbia.
Do you or don't you?
No Wendy's in Columbia.
You're kidding me. Wendy's, man, they got to get on it, man. They're missing a market.
They're missing a market.
Mm.
My friend Brooke is here. Hello. She's on Facebook, but she's here. So I got pregnant. We moved back to Columbia during my second pregnancy. That pregnancy was really hard for me compared to the first one. And I don't know if it was having the babies so close to each other. And I lost weight during that pregnancy. The doctors were happy that my weight was going down. Brianna came out perfect, beautiful. There was no problem. So I had lost weight, and maybe I got down to where I am right now, actually. And then, I'm like, I'm going to do keto. I'm going to be good. I'm going to eat healthy. So I started eating more vegetables. That didn't work out. And then I just went back to eating lots of carbohydrates. And then the carbohydrates became my replacement. I think I became obsessed with eating and addicted to carbohydrates, because then the weight came back on. So I'm dealing with this for 6 years. I keep trying to go keto. I keep screwing it up. I'm not eating hardly any red meat like I used to be.
What was screwing up your keto? What were you doing?
I would try to make treats, like keto treats, and that's just
everybody
like
says, man, that's the downfall of their keto diet, is all these keto treats and stuff.
But also, I was not eating a lot of red meat, and here in Colombia at that point in time, it was really hard to find good bacon, like in the US. But they did have like pork belly, but I noticed if I would eat pork at that time, I'd feel really sick. So my options, which, because I wasn't eating fish at the time either, was basically chicken and salad.
Have you ever had beef bacon, Alia?
No, I should try that. Oh no, I bought fat. Now I've bought fat and fried up like bacon. It's really good.
Yeah, I've been trying to get people on beef, or at least people that they don't feel well on pork bacon. I suggest them to try the beef bacon. It's just the cut from the cow's belly, just like you would get a cut from the pig's belly for bacon.
Oh, interesting. I will find that.
Yeah, ask your butcher. Tell him I want that belly cut.
I will. Oh wow, that sounds really yummy. So where was I at? So basically, now we're in the phase of my life where I'm on and off trying to do keto, eating more vegetables than I have in my entire life in any given period of time. And also probably eating more carbohydrates since I was a kid. Because remember,
the vegetables give you a bunch of problems?
Yes, tons of problems. Because I could be in the US on the standard American diet, just getting fatter and fatter and have no gut issues. Other than maybe I'm tired, I feel bad, blah, blah, blah. Sluggish. There's other things connected to that. But man, 6 years of gut issues here in Colombia. Constant diarrhea. Not when I say constant, I know people have it worse than me, but at least once a month, maybe twice a month, maybe once every 2 months, but like frequent diarrhea that I never experienced in my entire life. So I figured it was because I lived in Colombia, but you would think that it would resolve. But the thing that changed is I'm eating all these vegetables also often, and wasting a lot of vegetables. We would buy vegetables, waste vegetables, also eating a lot of fruit, which I didn't really do most of my life, eating a lot of fruit. I did eat a lot of fruit in my pregnancy. I was addicted to frozen fruit. That was my pregnancy craving, was like frozen mangoes.
Really? Frozen
Yeah.
mangoes? I never heard that one.
I was going to Jewel Osco. Do you guys have Jewel Osco? And
I've heard of it, so
oh, okay. It's like
I've heard
Kroger.
of it.
It's like Kroger. And you just go to the frozen food section, you buy frozen fruit and stick it in the fridge. I was addicted to that. And oh man, I drank so much LaCroix.
That's, but I guess that's okay because it's just water, right?
Yeah, it's just bubbly water. But anyways, so eating more fruits, eating more vegetables, eating more fruits, not eating unless we went out, like burgers, because I still liked burgers. Oh, during my menstrual cycle, I always crave burgers. So we'd get burgers during that.
Really?
Yeah, always, always, always. And but
Is
I
that
wasn't
still
eating
the
right.
case now? So if
No,
you
I
see you
don't.
munching
No, I
burgers,
don't, because I just eat meat all the time. So whatever I
okay.
was missing and craving during that time of the month, I'm getting all month. So I'm getting the nutrients I need.
That's good.
Oh, Brooke says she was craving fruit too. I lost count how many times she sent her. That's very funny. So let's see. Basically, listening to Dr. Berg, listening to people trying to do keto, not able to do it. And I think really I could have succeeded at keto if I had basically done carnivore or done the keto version that I had done before, eating lots of like meat. Even the time that I lost weight, that I was doing like the instructions, I was eating still seed oils, not realizing like mayonnaise was bad on my chicken salads and stuff. And just in the present, in the last 6 years, terrible gut issues, terrible gut problems, more back pain. My back pain was getting worse and worse and worse. And my hormones were totally out of whack after 2 pregnancies and nursing babies. Between the 2 of them, I nursed them for over 4 years. My daughter was over 3 years nursing her. And sleep deprived, terribly sleep deprived.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm telling you, when my son was born, I did not get a full night's of sleep until I think, oh man, it was 4 days before his first birthday.
Oh my gosh.
So it was almost a year. It was just, and I wasn't on carnivore, and I was always taking electrolytes, and that brings it up. Do you take electrolytes, Alia?
I do now, but I think I'm gonna let them go afterwards because they have stevia in them, and I want to see how I feel afterwards. But I have noticed that I haven't had any leg cramps since I've been taking the electrolytes. And
Does
I used to
Element have
wake up.
stevia in it?
Element does, but they also have some without it. I just have some brand that we could find here that didn't have maltodextrin. Okay, so I think we've sort of like weaved our way up to present. So March 1st, I'm doing carnivore. That's it. I've been listening to Dr. Berry. I've gone down the rabbit hole of listening to carnivores. Yes. And March 1st, that's it. I'm doing this. And within I think less than 2 weeks, all the gut issues I'd been experiencing for years went away. And my sleep was better than it had been in years. And I think 14 days in, I'm like, oh, wow, my back pain's like 85% gone. Recently, I've been having some back pain again. So my husband and I are like, what changed that the back pain, it's not like it was at all. We're like, what changed that is creating that again? And I think I'm sleeping less, but because I'm trying to work on my YouTube channel. So we had a whole discussion about that last night. Like, hey, what's the priorities? Your YouTube channel or your body? So you can do your YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I've been trying to find a balance too. So I've actually cut back on my content starting this week a little bit, just so I can spend more time with my family and less time editing. Because, you're doing thumbnails and videos, and then you're out filming, and it does add. People don't realize there's a lot that goes into YouTubing.
Oh my gosh, there's so much that goes into YouTube. They have no idea until you start doing it.
Ooh, let's pull up your channel while you talk, Alia. So
you're so sweet. Thank you.
Keep bringing it up.
So anyways, oh my God, all these things totally changed within weeks. So, and my addiction to eating, wanting to just eat randomly oatmeal, whatever was in the kitchen, just put food in my mouth, that totally changed. And I feel in control now of food and my body. And I'm not obsessed with losing weight anymore, even though I could lose 50 more pounds. There's so much. I'm bringing this up because Rick brought this up before. It must be stressful to be stressed about losing weight. And boy, is it stressful. And so it's so nice to not be stressed about that. Just to be happy.
You were talking about in your video. You said, it's nice now. You just enjoy even the
Oh,
clouds and stuff now. So,
I forgot about that. Yeah,
girl, how did you
totally.
forget? Whose channel is it?
Yeah, that's true. No, that's true. Like I remember being like the first days of carnivore, the first couple weeks, just being able to like just sit back and enjoy the simple things in life that I had been like in my mind so stressed about needless things, like that weren't actually important to even put my attention on. And that's something else that changed with carnivore, just the ability to be relax,
Do you feel
relax.
more connected to your gratitude on carnivore? Because
What does
I
that
do.
mean? What does that mean?
I just
Sorry, can you
am
explain
so
that?
grateful for everything, like, just
Oh,
breathing, my son, YouTube, hanging out with you guys, like, everything is just
oh,
means so
yeah.
much more now.
Yeah, absolutely. So like another thing that changed on carnivore was like within a week, I was like watching, maybe not watching less TV yet. Now I hardly watch TV. I watch movies. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You can click on that button also if you like.
I'm just not signed in.
Oh, okay.
I trust me, everybody gives me crap. They're like, "Oh, you ain't subscribed to my channel?" I'm like, "I am. I'm just not signed in. Don't beat up the messenger." Oh, look, she's live right now, you guys, and
I'm live.
she's beating
You
me
guys
up
are
about
live here.
subscribing, you guys. I am
Oh,
subscribed,
can
Alia.
y'all smash the like button? That'd be nice. Let's see if more people
Smash
can
it.
get in here.
Break
Um,
the thumb.
So yeah, thanks for reminding me of my other things. So I remember like a week after starting carnivore, I was in the bathroom scrubbing away, and like I was up so early, and I was sleeping early and getting up early. So I know a lot of carnivore people say that they don't need to sleep a lot. Now I recently realized, no, I do need to sleep. I've had years of sleep deprivation. And I actually noticed, and my husband also brought this up. He's like, you were sleeping so much more and getting like good deep sleep, and you were losing a lot of weight. And I think my weight maybe has slowed down because I'm actually sleeping not as good as I was at the beginning. So I'm going to try to put that back in
So you
because
think
I
your
would.
sleep and the weight loss might be connected a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. I think that for me, it must be something important. Possibly, I'm just assuming right now. I'm assuming that if I don't sleep enough, maybe my body considers I'm under stress, and so is going to hold on to the extra fat that I have as like reserve. And when I'm the body, like different from me, like I consider me, my personality, whatever, however you want to describe that, is a different entity than the body. Like you have a body and you need to control the body. Do you get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And some people, uh,
We're
before
not
I
our
couldn't
bodies. We're
control. Yeah,
spiritual beings in physical
thank you.
bodies.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Becky. Just did a super sticker. I don't know
Hey,
for who, me or you, but there you go.
super sticker. We like stickers,
We
super
love
or not. I
stickers.
love stickers. I used to try to get a sticker from the teacher whenever I'd hand in my paper, like a
Yeah.
star or a smiley face. I felt like I was doing real good.
My kids love stickers also. So we have a tutor and she comes every day and it's perfect. But they have to get their sticker on the calendar. They have a calendar on the wall and they have to get a sticker every day.
That's cool.
They did their work.
Now,
Anyways, yes. So I hope I answered all your questions in the last
well,
42
not yet,
minutes.
not yet. Uh, so how's the mental calmness? Could you explain that? You were talking about mental calmness now.
How do I explain that? So I'm going to say I've never been diagnosed with anxiety. And I do a lot of like self help reading, and that's helped me before when I've experienced anxiety, uh, the condition that you get diagnosed with. But I can say that I used to experience a lot more worry. Does that make sense? A lot of worry. And I guess that could be called anxiety. So I noticed that I'm just a lot calmer in general. Look,
Even
I'm a
being a
spaz.
parent,
Yeah, being a
because they
parent.
say
And I
sometimes when you
still
have
need to
kids,
work on that. I still need to work on that. Being more calm with my kids, but I'm a lot calmer in general. I feel a lot less frantic. So if you know me, you know I'm a spaz. So put a spaz with worry and franticness together, it's just a bad combination. So now I'm like they say here, tranquilo. Tranquilo means like calm, right? I'm like a
ah,
calm spaz now.
tranquilo. It sounds like a beer out there. Tranquilo.
Yeah, I have a tranquilo or
Someone should make a beer
tranquilizer.
like that.
Maybe that'll be my new brand, the
Yeah,
Tranquilo
tranquilo.
brand.
I like that. Hey, we do have
um,
a question here. How
we
much
do.
butter do you eat a day, Alia?
Oh man, I'm trying to get off of butter. No, I'm trying to eat less butter. Sometimes I don't think I had any butter today. I had a bite of butter this morning.
Bite of butter?
Yeah, sometimes right before during my cycle, I'll just eat a bunch of butter, and it feels like I need to eat a bunch of butter. So I don't know. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. I eat what feels right.
You guys should check out Carrie's new video. Something about like who needs dad or something it's called, and then he's literally at the restaurant with his daughters, and he's unwrapping the little packets of butter and just eating packet after packet of butter. Like I love that crazy guy. I love him.
He's so crazy. That's so
He
funny.
is.
I hope it's not margarine at the restaurant.
Yeah. Oh, Carrie. Uh-oh. I hope not.
I'm going to be speaking with this gentleman very soon. Very soon. We're still nailing down the dates and time.
You're a busy girl. You really are. And you guys, half the reason this documentary's getting made is Alia. She is just
Aw.
she's hiking up a hill and she's carrying everybody on her back, man. She is like
Aw.
a
No, it's a
soldier.
team. It's a team.
I know, but you really are picking up soldiers off the ground, and you're like, it's like Forrest Gump. You're running with them. You're like, I ain't gonna leave you behind. You're doing great though,
Aw,
and I
thank
appreciate you. And
you.
you, I'm just want to let that be known because you're doing a lot of good stuff behind the scenes that most people aren't going to see, but they'll get the benefits when they're watching on Netflix with their ribeye.
Yeah, exactly. I hope so. I hope so.
Oh, it's coming. You got to see it, and I see it. Let's see here. Yeah, hit the like button for Ali and her story of smoking 420, breaking carnivore diet.
Yes,
It is kind of
it's
vegan.
it's
It's a plant, but I guess you're still
it is a
consuming it. You're
plant.
not eating it, but
You're like consuming it in your body.
yeah, I honestly, coming from a guy who smoked every day since he was 16, you guys don't need it. You don't need alcohol either.
Oh yeah.
You don't need
I
cigarettes, right, Alia?
No, you don't. You don't. It's not good for you. So, when I was hospitalized, I've been hospitalized 2 times. Once I had dengue fever, and they had to put an IV here. Your dengue fever is a fever that you get from mosquitoes. It is the
Really?
worst thing you could ever experience. You can get it in tropical regions, and I had a fever, like super high fever for 14 days, and then this
Well,
itching.
you were a
So,
Chicago girl getting bit by Colombian mosquitoes.
oh, terrible! But they
Are
said
they
the
bigger out in
IV kept
Colombia?
popping out. What's that?
Are the mosquitoes bigger out in Colombia?
I don't think so. No, no,
No.
they're probably the
Okay.
same size. But it's only one type that carries this specific disease. But the
That's
IV
wonderful.
here, it kept popping out, and they said because my veins were bad because I smoked so much.
Really?
So just so you guys know, yeah, smoking is terrible, and I'm sure that goes for marijuana. Who knows what it does to your body? It's the same.
Right.
You're consuming plant poisons, plant
Yep.
toxins.
Yeah, all it did was relax me, but otherwise than that, it was a crutch. I'm relaxed now. I can relax whenever I want, and I don't need to
Awesome.
smoke or drink anymore. It feels so great. And
That's
whenever I
great.
would smoke or drink, like I would get kind of tired, even if I
Sure.
smoked like a sativa, because the indicas, it's called they put you in the couch. That's the it. So when you
I
watch
don't know the different like names for different
well, there's
strains of
just two. Is
marijuana.
indica and sativa. Sativa is kind
Oh,
of like
okay.
an upper, and indica is like a downer of a weed. So when you
Okay.
watch like back in the day, like Cheech and Chong movies, and they were always
Yeah.
like half awake, they didn't know back in those days that there was two types of weed, and those guys were on indica because they were practically in the couch. But that's the term, if you guys were wondering. Hey, there's Russ. I'm just catching up to these comments here.
Oh, okay.
Buckeye, man, dude, you are, and I
Thank
gotta
you,
say,
Russ.
man, you guys. Another thing too, man. Russ was so generous during the 24-hour live stream.
Oh, he
He
was.
donated and donated and donated and donated. I'm telling you guys, man, I really appreciate Russ, and I know he's doing keto and he's thinking about carnivore, but just the generosity coming from someone who's not even a full carnivore, man. So you guys, shout out to Russ. Russ, if you ever want to come on chat with carnivores, you just let me know, bud. The door is open. But thank you for that super chat. Renee, what's going on, you guys, man? Throwing dollars at us, Alia. It's like a strip club night here. Keep telling Russ about your cycle. LOL. She paid for you to keep talking about the cycle. I love you, Renee. You are the best. She's totally trolling on him. She's like, here, I'll pay for it to get up there.
Did you
Oh
have more
man.
questions? Or are we done with the questions now? We move on to
I
the
go back
comments.
and forth. If nobody's
Oh,
giving me
okay.
something good, then I'll go off of my good stuff. Here's a
Okay.
question for you. Would you purchase the Dr. Chafee carnivore calendar? when I get him to make it.
I plead the fifth.
12 months, different cut of beef every month. And I'm gonna tell him he can keep his shorts on, obviously, but the shirt's gotta go. The ladies want to
Yeah.
see shirt off, Chafee.
Oh man, I feel so bad for him because I think that he gets that because he does take his shirt off. But I don't know if he likes the attention. So it's very
He
funny.
should have never made those shorts then, girl, because he opened up a can of worms. And it was funny during the live stream, the comments were steady going. And then as soon
Yeah.
as I asked Chafee if he would do this carnivore calendar, the comments were like, and I was like, what's going on? I looked in there, they were like, keep trying, keep trying. I'll buy the calendar. I was like, okay, I will try. I still got to email him to get on here. And when I email him to get on here, I'm going to tell him, hey, do the calendar. I just maybe want 10% and I'm going to donate it to the carnivore diet.
Just don't put my name connected to it at all.
Hey, I was even thinking about, if they want to get Bubba in there or, get some of these other real sexy carnivore dudes,
Who's
who are
Bubba? Oh,
Bubba.
Bubba. Yeah, Bubba. I love Bubba.
Yeah, Bubba. Yeah,
Let's
he's
do
a
it.
sexy dude. He sits on that Harley, and he doesn't have to be the same size as Chafee. He carries it with his attitude. It's sexiness is in the mind. If you think you're sexy, know you're sexy. Ooh, it just oozes out.
Sorry, I don't know what's happening with my internet. I keep disappearing.
You're still on my screen though, so you're
Oh,
all
okay,
good.
good. Okay, good.
More pork, more problems. I actually don't have any problem eating pork, so I eat so much bacon.
Oh,
It's
bacon's so good.
crazy.
Bacon's so good.
Let's see here. I'm trying to look for some. Yes, the Dr. Berry finger. You guys, I love doing it. Oh, duck of the month. LOL. You guys are funny, dude. And you guys are always getting on Rick about those ducks. 11 months of ducks and one with Dr. Che. What is all this duck talk here? I'm just trying to catch up.
Oh, I will just say if you guys want to become a member of my channel or JP's channel, go right ahead. It helps us to keep going.
Yep,
Just thought I'd
absolutely.
toss that out there.
Helps us feed ribeyes to these kids, and I checked my analytics. 57% of the people who watch Chatting with Carnivores are not subscribed. So I see you guys, and you guys are about to get put in timeout in the naughty corner if you guys don't hit that subscribe. Because I know more than half of you, 57% of you ain't subscribed. So, just saying. Yes, Bubba, family does come first. That's why I'm cutting back on my content. I'll still be doing a lot of stuff, but just going to be a little less of it. That's all. No, Rick, you got to share with one of the ducks. LOL. They love those ducks. Another Keto Vorgonian, thank you for the super sticker. If you got a question for Alia, let me know, Keto Vorgonian. I will make sure your question gets read. Appreciate that. Let's see. There you go. Rick says he selects the most aggressive duck for a special kitchen visit. If he sees a duck attacking other ducks and people, he will show that duck to the light and let the other ducks be in peace. Oh, here we go. I swear, Alia, I swear our body types are super similar. Everything you're describing is how my body works too. Girl,
Yeah, makes sense.
don't get me started. I can hang, Alia. I got a couple neck snaps and girls in me.
From another life.
Yeah, I'm here to have fun. Honestly, I'm so glad to just be alive. I have fun with it.
I know. I heard your story. It's crazy.
Whoa, poor Packers. What's going on with my Packers? Are they losing?
I'm a Packers fan also in spirit.
Oh my gosh,
I feel like the
27-3.
Chicago Bears.
What I just checked it on Google. What is going on? Yeah, and I'm telling you, tonight they got the Packers game on, which I got no problem missing. I'd rather talk to you guys, but my wife was getting on me. She's like, "You're gonna miss the Golden Bachelor tonight," because they got the first ever senior bachelor. He's called the Golden Bachelor. And I tell you, Alia, do you watch The Bachelor or The Bachelorette?
No.
I watch. That's one of my shows, girl, and I can always pick. Now I don't know who the guy's gonna pick because guys are idiots and they go off of the
looks,
the parts in their pants. So I'm never sure which way that thing's gonna point. Now, when I'm watching Bachelorette, though, girls, they are very level-minded with their thinking. Like they like a guy who's like a rock. He's not gonna be stalking them all over the place and stuff. And you can kind of tell these guys who are cool and calm. And I'm like, you know what? He's probably going to be it. And I usually can pick the winner on The Bachelorette, but The Bachelor, man, I don't know who these guys are going to pick, man. It's anybody's guess. But if you
I
guys
know.
watch The Bachelor, Bachelorette, let me know in the comments. Oh, there you go. Indica for back pain. Yeah, it does help people who are not on the carnivore, because I feel like there's, and even maybe if you still have bad arthritis on carnivore, I'm not knocking you guys, man. If you guys need to take tincture, to feel better, do what you guys got to do. But if you can deal without cigarettes and alcohol and pot, or cocaine even, or whatever, like just
That's
try
rough. That's a
try to
little
stay
rough.
off of it. Yeah, especially the cocaine.
I'm just curious, Craig, like, how is your carnivore diet? Is there anything in there? I wonder if there's something in there that's keeping you inflamed, that if you took something out, like maybe dairy or something, maybe you wouldn't need that. Maybe
Which,
your back would be better. I'm just curious.
yeah,
If you're
Craig.
still here. Oh,
Yep.
you are here. You're here.
Here's a question for you. Have you ever had beef bacon, Alia?
Nope. But I will. We talked about that earlier.
Scott, have you ever had it? Because I've had it, and I just been trying to. I had it up north when I went hunting with my dad once, and we stayed at a buddy of his, and he was pretty country, and he had beef bacon, and I took the beef bacon was just so big. I was like, it was over the plate, like each slice. There was like 3 inches of bacon that hung over each side of the plate. I was like, this is the best bacon in my life. Oh, here we go. Karen, I'm a member of both your channels. Thank you, Karen.
Yay. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let me get down here. Have either you had oh yeah, you just answered that one. Yep.
Yep.
Fudge Packers. Now, come on, Rick. Don't talk about my Green Bay Packers, man. Come on. They're already down 27-3. Don't rub it in, man. Let's see. What QB is in Green Bay? Jordan Love, Alia.
What? Oh, sorry.
The new quarterback's name is Jordan Love. We sent Aaron Rodgers packing. We shipped him out.
Okay.
If it fits, it ships,
Like,
man.
I haven't watched actually any football in like 20 years, but I used to say I'm a Packers fan, and I still do, even though I don't watch any football, because that's preferable over the Bears.
The Bears, I feel so bad. My dad is from Milwaukee, but he's a Chicago Bears fan. He's so confused. But I love the guy, and I just love rubbing it in every time the Packers beat it. I'm like, oh, Pops, it happened again. Let's see here. I'm looking for some. Okay. All right, you guys, I've caught up to all your comments and questions. So now I'm going to. You got a couple minutes left, or do you got to run?
No, we got a couple more minutes. Then I got to run. I got to get to sleep.
Okay, let's do a power hour then, quick. A power
hour.
We already did power hour on 24 hour, but let's do like a speed run, okay?
All right.
All right, you started March 1st, right?
Yes.
And IBS is gone?
Yes.
Cravings are better?
Yes. Oh, I want to say anytime I say anything, I was never diagnosed with it. I just know what I experienced. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, and you guys, we are not giving medical advice. We are just telling you what has helped us in our life. So
yeah, exactly.
Question: carnivores don't use deodorant?
I don't. Sometimes I do, but I don't smell bad anymore. When I
you gotta send that one to Carrie for a T-shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got the don't burn. We got it. We don't
doesn't smell. Don't smell bad.
Carnivores don't stink. Carnivores don't stink like you carnivores. All right. Sleep, is it good or bad now?
It is better than it was before, but as we talked about earlier, I need to get back onto my schedule and get more deeper sleep again, which I can. I just need to go sleep a little bit earlier, like approximately 45 minutes ago.
Sorry.
No, I promise.
I'm glad
you're
on here.
Todd. Thanks
Todd,
so much.
and I want to bring him up too. Todd was gracious enough to make a big pledge to the documentary. He's just a very great guy, and his nickname is Big T. And I always tell him it's not because of his T-shirt size; it's because the size of his heart. He's got a great big heart, and he tries to fit as many people as he can in there. And Todd has a great story. He was about Bill's size, pretty much Bill's size, and now he's not Bill's size, and Bill isn't even Bill's size anymore. Bill is even killing it. And he Todd had a great connection with Bill, and it's just so cool to see two guys that were, they thought maybe they were at the past the point of no return, and now they are just making such a beautiful return. So shout out to Bill,
Awesome.
shout out to Todd. I absolutely love you two guys. You guys are awesome, dude. Let's see here. Oh yeah, let's go back to this power here. How's the back pain doing?
I always say 85% better. It's been a little rough the last couple days, but like I said, I think I like recently, but I think it's connected to the
Are you
sleep.
taking any magnesium?
I do take, yeah, I take it. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
helps with muscle soreness.
Yeah, this
Just
is true.
if anybody else is out there, try taking magnesium if you're
And get more sleep.
Yep, yeah. I can't
Don't
agree with you there,
underrate the importance of sleep. Your body needs it.
I'm up to like 3-4 a.m., so I don't know. I'll get there, Alia.
You will. You will.
What are you eating in a week? Quick.
Beef, butter, bacon, eggs, maybe some chicken, plus or minus cheese. I definitely didn't eat any yogurt, even though I did think about it yesterday when it was sitting in the fridge. Dairy is my down.
Favorite kind of cheese?
Butter, bacon, eggs. I don't think I've had fish in a while. Chicken. That's about it.
Favorite kind of cheese?
What?
You're running behind, girl. Favorite kind of cheese?
All except blue.
Okay. Yeah, like there's some cheese I don't like, but I enjoy. You ever had Munster cheese?
Yes, I love it.
Oh, it's so
You're
good.
in Wisconsin. It's like you're a cheesehead.
Yeah, there literally stores here where you go in, they just have like 2,000 different types of cheese. That's all there is in the store. It's just cheese. Oh, I'm knocking my water over. I'm getting so excited about cheese. Favorite cut of beef?
All. I don't know, the ones with fat. I don't know what it's called here. We have a beef.
Prime rib?
Sure. Ribs. I love everything. I don't know, except if you can't eat it. If it's too hard to eat, I'll eat it unless it's too hard to eat.
Okay, and electrolytes, you said you're going to try to cut back on, right?
Yeah.
And then exercise. Let us know about your exercise. And then I've got one last question after that.
We have a pool, and I was doing some more swimming, and that was one thing I liked about being on carnivore, that I felt like using my pool more. And then a kid pooped in the pool, and it's been like on lockdown for like a month. Apparently it's going to open up again. I live in a region.
Throws off the vibe for wanting to go swimming, man. You don't want to get
the door is closed. They won't let us in.
A little floating chocolate payday just hits you in the face while you're doing your reps. That don't sound fun.
Oh, but when I say swimming, I kind of mean just like playing in the pool with my kids, maybe diving in, jumping in cannonballs, stuff like that. But at least it's moving my body more than it was before.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. All right. Last question, then Alia has to get going, guys. Carnivore here. Todd, thank you for becoming a member, dude. You won't regret it. I've got a bunch of members only post. What's on your heart? What's on your mind, Alia? What's on your heart? What would you like to talk to the people about before you go?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. I know you asked this question.
You got to speak from the heart. It should be real easy. Just whatever is on your heart. It doesn't even have to be about carnivore. It could be about anything that's bothering you.
Bothering me. Let's see. Right now I gotta go pee.
You want to talk about.
Sorry. I think like step back and enjoy life and stop being so worried about things, and like really appreciate and enjoy what you got. For me, I am an addict of working. I've always liked working so much. And I'm trying to stop back from the constant. This is where I'm like, how can I do more? How can I work more? And just like, slow down, enjoy. I got my kids. I want to spend more time with them. And now I feel like in the last months I've been doing better because I don't just want to sit down and watch TV because I feel so bad. You get what I'm saying? So just the fact that that's not the main thing that we do now, and I'm outside and I'm with them. So yeah, enjoy life. That's what I want to say. Enjoy life. And if you're not enjoying life, you got to change something. And for sure, getting your nutrition in order and getting your sleep in order is going to help you so much in that respect. There you go.
Absolutely. You guys find
and always do something to improve yourself mentally or spiritually. Yep. There you go. Work on what 70% retired Bob says every day be 1% better. I haven't figured out how to be 1% better every day, but there you go.
You guys find beauty in the clouds again. Look at the clouds like it's your first time looking at them. And then, love your partners and your family like it's the last day,
Yeah, I didn't put that there. My husband did. And that's why it's funny that you reminded me because he put that there. But yeah, I said that. Enjoy the clouds. Enjoy the butterflies. Enjoy the smell of the grass. Enjoy the smell of the rain. Enjoy your coffee. Except for those that don't drink it.
You guys subscribe to Alia's channel, please. We can definitely get her up to 2,000 subscribers. That's no
Oh,
problem.
that would be so awesome. Yes, I love what Craig Kuntz said. He says, mind, body, spirit. Right. Yes.
Mind,
That's what
body,
he said.
spirit. Yep. You know, my
Yeah.
coaches say you wanna live like it's your first day. You know, like you're looking at the clouds like it's first time you saw them. But you also want to live like it's your last day. So you want to kiss your loved ones. You want to tell them you love them because you never know, it could be your last day some point. So live like it's your first and live like it's your last at the same time, you guys. Honestly.
But in the best way possible. In the best way possible. Some people say that and then they want to be doing like stupid, crazy stuff that's like not productive or helpful for a good quality of
Yeah,
life.
no, don't start going skydiving. I did not suggest that. I definitely don't give that medical advice either. Definitely don't start doing that stuff. Or like David Blaine start laying on a block of ice for a week in the middle of New York City or something. Just stick to what makes you guys happy, you guys. I had a blast, Alia. Would you come
Me
back
too.
sometime?
Yeah, absolutely.
You told me about Adam, and I was like, I was getting excited because he was my first chatting with carnivores interview, and I haven't had him back
Oh,
on since. So I'm a little heartbroken, Adam.
no, don't be heartbroken. He's don't be heartbroken. It was my idea. It was my idea because we were going to do a live stream tomorrow night, but we can't. Tomorrow's his birthday, so there you go.
Oh, how old is Adam turning, or does he
I
not
don't
want to
know.
say?
I have no idea.
He looks great though. So whatever age he's turning, it's not how he looks. So and
Yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
that's most
I
of the
think
carnivores.
age is a social construct.
It's just a number, really. Though, if
The
you're feeling
number.
good though, like I said, I feel like I'm 18. So
You look like you're 18 with barba. What is it? A beard with a goatee.
oh, thank you. Now, I got through all my questions, so we did great. You did great.
Oh
Um,
wow, thank you.
yeah, and you guys, thanks for all the super chats, the comments, the questions, everything, all the duck talk. I really love it, and I
Thank
enjoyed
you,
every
Rick.
time. My coach says the first law of learning is repetition, you guys. So please replay this. You might have missed where you could get beef bacon, which, by the way, Walmart or Kroger, or your local butcher, ask for the cuts on the belly if you're looking for beef bacon. But you guys, please replay this because we went through a lot of stuff, and I guarantee you're going to learn something and you're going to laugh again if you rewatch it. So hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment, do all that because it really helps Alia get her story out there. And
Thank
subscribe
you.
to her channel as well so you can stay connected with her and you guys can enjoy the clouds together. Um, I
Oh, Carnivorous dude wants to talk. Shoot
okay.
him an email. Shoot
Yep.
him an email.
Yep. Poko Moonshine Family at gmail.com. If any of you guys want to chit chat, Poko Moonshine Family at gmail.com. And if they want to get in contact for your channel, what's your email, Alia?
Oh, give me 1 second because I said it wrong once. It should be Alia Jasmine Happy Healthy at gmail.com. But yeah, Alia Jasmine Happy Healthy at Gmail. And here I will Alia Jasmine Happy. I don't know if this will arrive on your channel at gmail.com. I
Yeah,
put
and
it in
then
the
I can always put her email, and then obviously I already have your YouTube linked in the description. But
nice.
and
Thank
if you
you.
guys don't want to email her, I'm sure if you leave a comment on any one of her videos, I'm sure she'd take some time when she gets the time to answer your question or
I
something.
do. I do. And people
Yeah.
are so nice when they comment. I love comments. And I put my YouTube channel in the comments.
Yep, and you guys, sir, everybody who I interview on Chatting with Carnivores, their YouTube channels are all linked in the description. Not all of them, but whoever's featured in that video, their YouTube channel is linked in the description. So you guys don't sleep on it. Go subscribe. Even if you're watching this not live, definitely don't sleep on it. But you guys, that's all we got. I have to go give my son a bath and put him down to bed. But
Oh
I
wow,
had a
he's up
blast
late.
with all you guys. Yeah. Oh, he's up till about 10 sometimes because he's
And I will come visit you, JT. My uncle lives in Rockford, so I will come visit you next year sometime. How far
yeah,
away are you from
absolutely.
Rockford?
Yeah, well, I'd say about 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Well,
terrible, but if
no,
you
it's not
make
terrible.
your way up to Carrie's, I can always go up there and then we could all just hang out at once.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
great idea. Don't know when. It'll be next year.
yeah. Just bring something for the goats because they get very attached to whoever's there. I can't wait. I'm going to see my goats again this Saturday.
Oh,
I'm taking
that's
my
nice.
son to his first movie theater movie, and it's going to be at Carrie's world famous Montello Theater. And
I
we're
love
gonna
that.
his first movie at a movie theater is gonna be the Paw Patrol movie. So I'm excited, and I have this big Paw Patrol suit. If you guys look on my YouTube shorts,
So
I
cute.
jump around all the time in a Paw Patrol suit for my son, and he just giggles and loves it, and it gets
Aw.
about 1 million views every time I do it. So I had fun, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the suit out to the Montello Theater and surprise all the kids out in Montello.
Oh my
'Cause
God, they're
how
they're gonna
cool is
love
it that
it.
your parents are taking you on the weekend to go see Paw Patrol? Then you get there and there's Marshall from the Paw Patrol. So I'm gonna have a great weekend this weekend. I hope you guys
Nice.
have a great one too. But we are taking off. You want to say goodbye, Alia?
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you and goodbye. Love you guys.